Hey everyone, this is Tony with Salt Strong, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to replace your split rings on your hard baits with a soft split ring. And what this is it's basically a split ring made from braided line, heavy braided line. So I'm going to show you how to tie that in this video. Now first off, the reasoning behind these sort of soft split rings or braided line split rings is the fact that when you are using hard baits with split rings on them, what happens is they don't spin. They'll maybe spin a half a turn and then they lock up. And what this does is the fish can basically use the leverage of the bait to pop that hook loose when it locks up. And when you have a braided line loop on there, what this does, it eliminates a split ring and it gives it a soft area. And as you can see, this bait can spin freely without that hook moving and pretty much eliminates that hook locking up and giving the fish the ability to pop that hook loose. Now, the nice thing about this is you can use it with treble hooks if you're a fan of treble hooks, or you can use it with inline hooks. So it can work with either one, because inline hooks, the same thing. If you have a split ring on there, it can lock up and that fish can easily pop that hook loose as you're fighting it, when it jumps, or when that fish turns and fights aggressively. So this does take a little bit of practice, and I'm going to go through the steps here with you on tying this braided loop knot to attach your treble hooks or inline hooks to your hard baits. And some of the things you're going to need: of course, you're going to need a pair of scissors to cut line, a pair of split ring pliers to take your split rings off of your lure. You don't need split rings. This attaches directly to the eye on the bait. And then also you're going to need a small round sort of screwdriver, or any type of small round piece like that. It could be an ice pick or anything, because that's going to actually be the size of the loop, and I'm going to show you how right here. So what you're going to need is at least 60-pound braid, if not heavier. 80 to 100 pound will work fine. And what you're going to do with the braid first, this is just a single piece of braid. What you want to do is loop the braid over itself like so, to basically form a loop. So that entire section of braid is folded over itself. Now you're going to run that loop through one of the eyes, and then you're going to run the hook through that eye as well, like so. Now, I highly recommend doing this at home before your trip. You definitely don't want to do this on the water, because it does take quite some time to do. And now, as you can see, you have your bait and also the line and the hook all together there. Now from there, you're going to take the looped end, you're going to run it over itself to form another loop, like so. Once you have that formed, you're going to take your tag end right here, this tag end, run it through that loop and pull it tight. So you're basically going to let go of that loop now and tie this, cinch that loop down. So what you have now is one big loop. Once you form this big loop, this is where the screwdriver or the ice pick comes into play, because this is going to make the size of your loop that attaches the hook to the bait. So just lay the bait down, lay the hook down, put that screwdriver right on top of the line, and then you're just going to cinch that down nice and tight, pulling on the tag end. Make sure it's on there good, nice and tight. Like to slide it down to the end of the screwdriver and make sure it's good, nice and tight. And then you're just going to do 2 simple overhand knots or granny knots with the tag end. So this is the tag end here. Basically just form a little loop right here. Make a loop, run the line through, Again, simple overhand knot, and you're going to do 2 of these. Tighten it down. Again, do 1 more. Form a circle with the 2 tag ends. Then one side through, like so, and then tighten it down. Then you're going to cut your tag ends off. Like so. And now just carefully slide your screwdriver or whatever you have forming that loop out. And there you go. You've got a treble hook attached with a braided loop. And just to show a little strength test here, I'm going to grab it with the split ring pliers, and I'm going to pull on that hook. As you can see, the hook bent there. So it's very strong, really no risk of it breaking. Yeah, so as you can see, that loop is very strong. This is a 60-pound braid, so no risk of that loop coming undone. So you would basically just do the same with the other eye on the bait, put another hook on there, and you are good to go. And again, this works for treble hooks, it works for inline hooks, whatever type of hooks you want to put on there. And again, the main concept behind this is to allow more movement and free spinning of that hook on the bait, so it doesn't lock up and that fish can come what they call unbuttoned or pop off. Now, if you don't want to go through all that trouble, they do sell a treble hook that has braid already attached to it. This is made by Savage Gear. This is a Savage Gear grip treble, and I do have another video reviewing these, so if you want to check that out, definitely do. We'll have a link down below. So that will wrap up this video on tying your hooks to your hard baits using a braided loop. Again, eliminates having to use split rings and eliminates those hooks from locking up and popping off fish. So if you have any questions about this, please feel free to leave them down below. Also, we'd like your feedback if you do use these braided loops, what you like about them, what you don't like about them. Definitely like to know. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.
Hey there, it's Joe Simons, one of the co-founders here at Salt Strong, and have you claimed your free pack of these irresistible Slam Shady paddle tail lures? We designed this lure with over 12,000 serious inshore anglers, including many full-time guides, to go out there and catch more redfish, more speckled trout, more snook, more flounder, more inshore saltwater slams. And if you want a free pack to try out a sample yourself, click down below right now. We have one free pack per angler while supplies last. Click down below right now.